All right, North Bend, starting at Petroleum again. I am going to camp today. It's a little chilly, so I'm not going to go that far, only about 10 miles to this campsite that I've stayed at before. It's about mile 30. So hopefully I can make it. This is the coldest I've ever biked or camped. So it'll be interesting to see how I do. Anyway, gonna go. All right, stopping to have a break here. Really haven't rode that much, 4 miles in, but I'm only going 10, so might as well just take it easy. It's in the mid 50s. It's not supposed to get above 60. This evening I think it's supposed to get down to like mid 40s, low 40s. So I think the camping part isn't going to be so bad. It's the riding that's really hard for me, because while you're moving, the wind. I got this little chair. It's hard to really show it. It's cool. Anyway, I just stopped here next to this little bit of water. My bike is back there by the picnic table. Should be a fun night. It's so quiet out here. I haven't seen anyone the whole time I've been out here, which is my favorite. All right, I'll check back later. All right, we're coming up onto a tunnel that is haunted. You can see it up there. I'll keep the camera on. I don't know if it'll pick up. We'll see. Here we go. All right, I'm not sure if that picked up, so I wanted to stop and just say I just went through this tunnel. It was supposed to be haunted. It was rough in a couple spots. Not too bad. A little cool, but it's cold outside, so there's so much water running down here, though. I don't know if you can see it over there. Right there. Sounds like a lot more than it is. All right, I'm gonna get back at it. So the park down that way. All right, here we go. This one's not very long. 353 feet. Tunnel 13. All right. Less than a mile to go. Be at the campsite. I believe there's one more tunnel right before the campsite. Yep, another tunnel. And then the campsite will be right after this tunnel. Tunnel 12. I don't know how long it is. It doesn't have a sign. And there it is. Looks like some vehicles have been running through here. All right, at the campsite. I call this the bear campsite because last year I had a friend that we were riding together with. We stopped here to hammock, and I think he had his hung up over there and I had mine hung up over there. Anyway, he saw a bear as he was getting out, like in that direction over there, I believe. So anyway, it's a nice campsite. Well, at least it was last year. It looks a little trashed though. I mean, there's a lot of firewood right here, so that'll be cool. But it looks like, see, look at that. I don't know if it shows up on there or not, but it's a big, like, tire mark. And there's another one. It looks like they've been bringing like vehicles through here. See all those marks? And they go all the way around here and around there. Like they were doing figure eights around these horse tie-ups. So that sucks. There's a horse print. That's cool. And down over here is like a little bit of water. It's a very, very quiet spot. Here's these woods to explore. It really stinks that people tore this up though. just mud and tire marks. People are assholes. I think I'll be able to set a tent up though. In this area right over here. Doesn't look too bad. And the trees above don't look too bad. So I might just set up over here and have the fire over there, cook my meal. Last year I set up way down here. Let's check out what that spot looks like. It was about here. They've been running through here with their tires too. I mean, I could set up over here. It doesn't look too bad. That might be the move right there. Tires, tires, tires. Yep, I'll just go down on that end. Alrighty, I got my tent set up, and now I need to get a fire started because the dinner I brought, I need a good fire going. So I'm gonna clean up the wood around here that I can and use that, and then I'll go and get some more. stupid. So gross. And the can's already right there. All right, got a fire going. The sun is getting ready to set, so I'm gonna be losing light. I'm going to get my dinner ready. The fire's not quite ready. But while there's light, I'll just get it ready to be put on. Wrap up this potato. Let's put that on the coals. And then I have a steak here. Still cold. Cool. Ribeye. So that's going to be my dinner. Seasoned with this. Sun is starting to set. Fire is almost ready for the steak. Got my potato in there already. I kind of push the fire aside, and it's just over here by itself, getting all toasty and soft. I'm just gonna sit here, watch the sunset, cook my steak, and just listen to all of that. So quiet. Alright. Alrighty, it's ready for the steak. Watch this. Ooh, that sounds good. Now, this was kind of a last minute decision to grab a steak since I was going to not bike that long and it's so cool out. So, here's my issue. I did think to grab a knife, but my only utensil is a spoon. I don't have a plate. I don't have any way of getting that off there. So my plan is maybe I will use my saw to grab it off, or a combination of the knife and spoon. I can like rotate this around so that it's not like on the direct heat, and maybe that'll be easier to grab it off at that point or flip it. And then once I get it off, I think I'll just throw it right on here, right there. Cut it up, mash up the sweet potato, put it in here with some butter that I brought, and then cut up the steak, throw that in there, and then eat it with a spoon. That's my plan. All right, well, I got it flipped over. I'll try to show how I removed it, because I'm sure I'm gonna do it the same way. Rotated this out a little bit. My face wasn't right over the fire. Flipped it and slid it back. Unfortunately, my steak is going to get done before my potato. I didn't time it very well. I thought I had, but it doesn't feel very soft. I'm gonna put it up here where it's a little hotter. Oop. Wasn't even showing it to you. I scooted it up where it's a little hotter because it's still a little hard. So hopefully I'll just swing my steak out so it doesn't continue cooking. And then just kind of wait for the sweet potato to get done. And that's how we'll do it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull it off. Yeah, that's fine. Had to get the fire going again. I took my steak off and just wrapped it in foil so it'll stay warm and finish cooking, because the fire was dying, so I had to get it going again. My potato's still down there. It's not quite done yet. I don't know if this will record because it's getting so dark, but anyway, I pulled the potato out. It slipped right out of the skin, and it is so nice and soft. So I'm going to throw in some butter. Mash that up and cut up my steak. All right, I've got it all ready for me to eat. You can't really see it. So there's the sweet potato down there and the steak. And the steak, you can't really tell, but it is cooked perfect. It is so tender and juicy. All right, I'm gonna eat.